I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a real sort of darkness that's been creeping in the UK for a long time now, and I've noticed it. I noticed it just before, you know, the lockdown, and before that whole disease. But after that, there's been a real sort of shift, and it's gotten worse. I say this because I had this experience. It was kind of uncomfortable. So I was on the train. I was getting on the train, and there was this lady there. She was a mixed race girl, really pretty woman. And I just went there. I think she was opposite me, so I went there, sit down. Sat down, had my bags, just putting something in my bag. When I sat down in the train, I just looked up and like that, sort of nodded while I was doing my stuff, and then I sat there peacefully, and then a minute later, she gets her stuff. She gives me this weird little, like, disgusted look. And then she picks up her stuff and she goes and sits down on the other side of the carriage. And people are looking like her, and then they're looking at me like sort of thing, like, what did I do or something? Is that sort of sense, like. And I looked, I was like, okay, I didn't want to make nothing of it because it's embarrassing. I was kind of like that, but I looked at her, gave her a glance, she looked at me and then just looked away like that. And I was like, what, was she scared of me or something? I don't know, I just feel that there's this darkness and fear. Now, it's kind of obvious that there's a fear of people now. Well, I say obvious, but maybe it isn't. But there's a fear of people, there's an untrustworthiness. And I think with that whole sort of like social distancing and all that kind of stuff, people are not trusting of others. But then there's this real discontent as well. In our bins, we keep finding like poo bags, like dog poo bags. Like, when they put the dog poos, and they put it, have little bags. They keep throwing it in the bins, and we keep saying that don't throw it in our bin. We put signs there, and they just don't care. People just don't care. I was walking one time, and some woman just flew. I didn't see this, but my partner says this woman just threw this dog bag in someone's garden. There's all of that. There's just no care for your fellow man or woman. Do you know what I mean? And you look at people's faces back in the day, and I say like late 90s, early 2000s. I remember, because that's, I'm 40, so I remember those times. It's probably better before that. But remember, you walk past someone, you just, you walk past, didn't know them, like, morning. You just walk past, If you caught a glance of their eye contact and things, especially elderly, you always say morning to them. But just general, like, what's happening, man? You didn't know that person. Now you say that, look, he's like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? You creep, weirdo. Like, it's that sort of thing. And in the UK, it's worse than ever. And I was speaking to my cousin, because he went abroad. He travels a lot. And he went to Uganda. And he's just like saying, like, because, he approached women over there, chatted them up and stuff. And like, it wasn't so much that they were like, up for it. But he said to a woman, hey, beautiful, how you doing? He goes, oh, I'm doing good. How are you? And he told me that, and I was like, what? They actually greeted you with a positive response? Like, I don't think you get that over here anymore. It's all this kind of like, or they pretend you're not there, or they just think you're dangerous, or like there's just no one trusts anyone anymore. No one likes anyone anymore, it feels. Everyone's keeping to their own selves. Everyone's sort of separate from each other. It doesn't feel united here at all. And there's a real sort of like feeling of just hate and depression. And listen, the weather's never been great. It's England, but I don't know, it feels like people are really representing the weather when it's dark and gloomy, and there's hopelessness and the economy and stuff. I just really feel that. And then there's like, you get the racist aspects of it, and get the kind of like, oh, you're taking our, too much of you coming into this country, taking our jobs. And then the other aspect of it where it's like, people are coming and changing the way Britain is. And you got so much stuff, man, so much stuff. It just really feeds into this kind of dark, gloomy, this darkness that I feel. I just sense it. And this is part of the reason why we'll eventually look to leave, because this isn't the Great Britain that I used to love, the Great Britain that I used to know. when, you know, I don't even mean now, you go to your butchers and go, you know, you go in there and it's just like, for example, you say, oh yeah, you know, have you got any like, I don't know, chicken drumsticks? It's like, mate, you know, chicken drumsticks, mate, you know, you look like a drumstick or something like that. Oh no, I'm probably the wrong example, but you know, banter like, or whatever, so do you, like, yeah, how you do, you know, it's that's gone. That's gone, it feels. You know, even I remember like Christmas time, even you say, you know, Merry Christmas, darling, you know, or something like that to the shopkeeper or something, you know. Have a good one. You prepared? You all sorted for the new year? You know. No one wants to say anything because people are scared you offend someone by mentioning Christmas, even though this is supposed to be a Christian country. People are offended are, you know. Oh man, it just makes you just not like being here anymore. I miss the old England. I miss the old London. I miss the old Great Britain. It just seems so removed from its former glory. And a lot of people are talking about leaving. A lot of people are leaving. I'd hope to be one of them soon. I've just got to get things together. But does anyone else experience this? You know, even the women, I see it, like they just have this, I don't know, this mighty and vow and this, they're like queens and this princess syndrome, and then the guys, I guess the guys seem more creepy, and it just, yeah, it's just not the same, man. Does anyone else feel this? Let me know.